All right, people. Welcome to Back of the Basic broadcast. Back of the Basic. I really want to speak about this topic. I want to speak about if I hope you get in the Streamline chat. For we can talk about some stuff. It's gonna be a 10-minute video, very long. Uh, I don't know if y'all a fan of this man or not. I hate when it does this, especially disconnect. Wait till this come in. Hold on, people. It's disconnect. I don't know why it's done that. But if it's gonna disconnect, okay, now we're back. All right. I don't know if y'all a fan of this man or not, but we're gonna talk about Curtis Jackson, or aka the original. Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, the rapper, not the gangster 50 Cent, from Fort Greene Projects, from over there in Fort Greene Housing Project or something like that, from New York City, from the Bronx. I mean, 50 Cent, biologic father. We never seen 50 Cent's actual father, his dad. Who is 50 Cent's dad, really? If you watch the movie called Get Rich or Die Trying, I hate streaming, man. It's always do this. Okay, when you watch it, Get Rich or Die Trying, it will show who is 50 Cent's biological father real name was. Some people believe that the character who played Majestic is based on Suprema Griff, from I think he's the underboss of the even though the leader Fat Cat. They say that's 50 Cent biological father is Suprema Griff. It might be because they do look like the same similar of their feet of their faces. Because we never heard it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the movie called Get Rich Die Trying based on 50 Cent uh his about it. All they know his mother died a mysterious caught fire and caught burn or something like that. He didn't know about his mother's death since he was 8 years old. So, but do she wonder that she ever told 50 who his biological father was? He asked a long time ago, how come I don't have a father? He saw everybody else have a father, but he didn't have a father. He said, she said to him, because you're special, like Jesus. Boy, now go outside and go play. She never told him who his biological father is. And it's kind of sad about 50 Cent's life. But I believe 50 biological father is Supreme McGriff, aka Supreme. I'm telling you, if you look at it, man, this explains a lot why he got beef with Murder Inc. But why would a father wants to kill his own child for he can of the mother? That's probably something that had part to do with it. And she had a relationship with Fat Cat in the movie. They showed the boss, and I bet you it was Fat Cat. He thought Fat Cat is because in the biopic movie, they played these based of portrayed life of these real gangsters in real life. So you look at it, how 50 got he had multiple he had multiple enemies. 50 had multiple enemies. Not only the death of his mother, but also the man that actually killed his mom and wants to hurt him. And I don't know if Irv Gotti and Ja Rule know about this, but I bet you they did. So even though Supreme Griff he's in jail, some people believe he has something to do with Jam Master Jake's death, and also has something to do with Prodigy's death. Who knows? Who knows? And also had involved with the shooting of 50. Because even though how to rob and Ghetto Corrupt, he mentioned all the biggest hustlers by name. 50 had a lot of uh, full controversy around him of his life. And he called Kashi 69 as a son to him. He crazy. He know damn well Kashi and him are two different cloth. Let's be for real. Nobody knows based on his life, even though they know 50 Cent's life. Let me say this. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Do you think 50 Cent that his biological father is Supreme Griff? Because I believe it is. I really believe. And this explains a lot. And I bet you the people from New York, they know. Even from 50 Cent's neighborhood, from Queens, Harlem, uh, 50 Cent neighborhood, Queens, Harlem, Staten Island, whatever. For all you New York, man, tell me y'all know much about 50. Do 50 biological father is Supreme Grip? Because they show 50 Cent's son. Think about that. So, and even though 50, I'm trying to, but, even though 50 hated Supreme Griff of the death of his mom, you got to think about that. That's very tough for a man's age to have to deal with that. Not only that she was been raped, been shot, and also she's been murdered. Cold blood. He was 8 years old, knowing about his mom's death after his grandmother, his grandfather took him in, raised 8 siblings. That's very tough to deal with as a little boy age. That's a lot of stress to deal with, and you wonder why 50 is the way he is now. Even if you look at based on his music, some of his music that he talks about in his really did happen to him as a courage to him. So I'm just going to ask you a question because do y'all believe that's Supreme Griff, Kevin Supreme Griff is 50 Cent biological father? Look at these two men and tell me they're not related. They have to. And I bet you Ja Rule know it or Gotti and them. This explains why 50 had beef with Murder Inc. and them for the death of associate with a man that killed his mom, even though the associate for a deadbeat father want to kill his illogic son, even though he don't want nothing to do with his life. You got to look at that. And then over snatch and chain incident and all that. And I'm not speculating nothing, but I'm just saying if there's a possibility. And then again, it might not. But I want you to know what you think of this issue right here because give me your comment section. Do y'all think that 50 Cent is related to Kevin Sabrina McGriff? Because I believe he is. He dissed him once and twice. He had a song called Get the Message. Basically, what the song was about, basically trying to after get revenge of his dad, trying to assassinate him, trying to kill him, and the death of his mom. You got to think about that. So Kevin Sabrina McGriff is the reason why Prodigy dismoral is of the wall. He didn't want there in Queens, even though Noriega talked about it in the radio, saying that the big guy, the big uptown of Yonkers, did not want that in his neighborhood. You know what that means, Supreme McGriff. But give me your questions about this. Do you think Supreme McGriff is related to 50 Cent? And that's based on the show, probably The Power is about. But I think the different that show is based on two guys, Supreme McGriff and the BMF and all them, and the Ghost of the Mencio, whatever his name is, because they show his son and he gonna did a documentary about his dad's life. So even though he got killed by DC by Rico or something, even though he's got out and he became a former government snitch. But tell me what you think about this. Do you think 50 Cent biological father for Supreme Grip, or you think not? That explains about the movie imitate 50's life and imitate how his life became about. So that's all I gotta say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basic. Chunk of the text, baby. Till next.